Tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Oh, I love this song. Wait, I don't know the dance for this one. I'm watching it. I know. I'm so excited. I don't know the dance like crazy, but it feels alright. I love pretending I'm in a music video. Am I the only one? In front of the mirror at home. I do know my Wait, what?
Oh, never mind.
Justine's over here doing her dance, breaking it down Britney style. Guys, it is the Vanderpump Rules after show here at AFTERBUZZ TV. Tonight, I am your host, Megan Stecher, and I am joined by my main squeeze,
Justine. I know we don't have Dan here today.
Dan is down under. He's home in Australia. He'll be back in a few weeks, but tonight you got us. We can't wait to break it down. Season 4, Episode 8, Dirty 30.
What is your Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff?
Oh, yeah, guys. You can tweet me at Megan Stecher. It's MEGANSTECHER. Same for Instagram.
And you can find me on Twitter at Justine DiVanna 3 and on Instagram at Let's Face It with Justine. I do, the typical hair and makeup tutorials, but the best. Right? We got. I'm the best. Just kidding, guys. I'm not.
I gotta ask you how you do your cool Instagram videos after we're done the show. Yeah, they're so good.
That's why, I say I'm joking when I say I'm the best. There's so many girls that do hair and makeup out there, but I'm telling you guys, I really do know what I'm doing. I actually do it professionally, so I really I don't just sit in my room.
You're not just like a Kylie Jenner doing your own makeup. No, I'm kidding.
Even though Kylie Jenner's hot.
Right. Well, no, she's at amazing professionals doing her makeup forever. So.
Well, I have to make up for Dan today. I have to make up for Dan not being here. So now you're going to have me just coming at you full force.
Well, just be yourself, darling. Don't worry about the haters.
Oh, God.
So let's kick off the episode talking about the girls have just found out in the last episode that the boys are going to Vegas for Peter's birthday. And they are none too happy about it. Ariana's especially pissed because it's her birthday weekend, and she's like, I'm going to have this great birthday party, and the next morning I'm going to be ditched, in bed alone, and I want him around. So Katie also mentions she doesn't want Tom to go, and Scheana's like, yeah, F that. They're not going. Screw them. Now, do you think you'd be the type of girl to tell your boyfriend he couldn't go, or do you think that you'd be like, it's cool, it's fine, whatever?
Well, I was thinking about this, and I feel like it depends on who the group of friends are. So, like I said, if my imaginary boyfriend was friends with all of those guys, no. I'd be like, are you kidding me? I wouldn't trust any of the guys. But it just depends on your guy, your relationship. Because right now, I'm single, so I'm like, oh, I'd be so fine with it. But then you get in a relationship, I think it's different, and then I could you know what I'm saying? I think it just depends. I'd like to say I wouldn't care, but I don't know.
I know. With my boyfriend, I'd like to say, go ahead, no big deal, have fun with your friends. But I would hate the thought of, what actually is going on when you're not there. Not like I think he's out banging other girls like Jax always does when he goes to Vegas. I don't like the thought of course they'll go to, a strip club or, some, you know what I mean? Silly Vegas stuff, and your mind gets running, and you're like, ugh, what if they're buying lap dances for each other? You know, stuff like that, and you're like, oh, God, I really don't want him to go because I don't even want to think about that kind of stuff going on.
See, I think I would be nervous about the cheating. I would be. But now I'm all I'd be nervous. I don't know. It depends.
It depends on the guy. It depends on his track record with you.
It really does.
And you're
really
right
does.
about the friends, as far as we've seen on this show. When they all get together, it's usually a bad scene in Vegas. Something always goes down.
See, my ex, I would trust him 100%.
Okay.
It's I knew he only liked me, and typically I'm not like that. Typically, I kind of have daddy issues in the sense of where I'm like, I don't know, like I've had a lot of issues in that category, so I've never been like the type that really trusts guys easily, but I just, for some reason, like I would typically be like, oh no, like he's cheating on me. Him, I knew, like he only liked me. I think it's because when they show you the affection, the attention that you need, you're like, it makes you feel a little bit more at ease, you know? So like, I don't know, I've trusted him, but he's the only person I've ever trusted. So.
Aww. Well, do you miss him?
Not like that.
Okay.
No, not like that.
Yeah.
We're okay. It's not in that like loving kind of thing, you know. Like we can be friends. I'd be okay with that. I'm the one that ended it, so
Okay.
I'm not like over here dying. I'm okay.
Good.
I'm just saying we're better off friends.
Okay, good. Maybe two people that are better off friends are James and Lala. I don't know, but they haven't spoken since the day of the Pride party where he had slept with Lauren the night before, covered in bite marks and bruises, and Lala finds out. So she's like, you slept with my coworker. Great, thanks a lot. And she left the party with Jax. So they've kind of been avoiding each other, and he tries to break the ice with her at work. And it was very awkward.
So awkward.
Right?
Didn't they like kiss? It was really weird.
Yeah. Well, did he kiss her like right on the cheek?
No,
or
I think
something?
they kissed on the mouth. Like they were just
Ew.
like, oh, and like kissed. And I was just like, wait, what?
I thought
so
she
confused.
let him back in awful easy.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't hard for him to just say, "Oh, hey, how you doing, girl?" And she was like, "Fine."
I feel like she wants to fit in. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like she wants to, not like saying it's a bad thing, but I think she wants to just try to be cool with everyone and not really, I mean, I could be wrong about causing drama, but I don't know. She seems like she wants to kind of just like fit in with everyone. So like maybe that's it, or maybe she thinks he's hot. I don't know. I definitely think she let him back too easy though.
I think that it kind of seems like at this point in time, like real time right now, that they are really good friends. And so maybe that's what she was aiming for. She's like, you know, even though we were kind of hooking up, I feel very friendly with him. I trust him. We're buds. And I want that back. Like, you know, all these girls are kind of shading me out at work a little bit.
Well, I know Faith, when she was here, she was saying that like her, Lala, and James were like this. Like they're super close. So I feel like, you know, this was a while ago and this was taped. And as of now, I think that they're all three friends. So I don't think that Lala and James are romantically connected in any way.
Right.
Just from what she said.
Right. Do you think that they were in the very beginning from what we were seeing on the show?
I think it was kind of what we saw. Like they would hook up, but I don't think they were like ever together.
Okay.
Because she seems like, I don't know, she doesn't really seem too into him. Even if she's like, aw, gives him a kiss, like she doesn't seem to be like really like all about James. I feel like he's like a little puppy, like all about her. But she's just kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you see from that?
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely more of a friendship, and I don't think that they were ever together in any way. I think he was trying to sleep with her, and I don't think really it ever happened. Maybe it did. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
I don't know if they slept together. I know that they've like made out. I don't know actually.
Well, if you can find out for us from your close connections.
I mean, I'm just kidding.
I love it.
I don't want to be like, hey, like, did they sleep together?
It's so funny because I was like, I texting you earlier today. I'm like, hey, see if like Faith and the gang want to come in again since Dan's not here. Like, let's like have some company. And
didn't work out.
And you got here and Faith is like texting you. Like, it's just so funny. Yeah, it didn't work out. Let me say that. But it's just so funny how you're like randomly texting with cast members and like buds. I'm like,
just her.
LA is like such an alternate universe, right?
Yeah, and like, well, going into this whole thing, I know you don't want like to address this, and I'm typically the person that I don't like to address negativity and drama, but this is something I feel like I need to address.
Okay.
Because I think it's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm thankful for the people that actually love the show, like us, but the thing is, for all of you people out there, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't sit here and bitch that we kiss ass to the castmates or cast members, whatever. You can't say that we're kissing their ass. You can't say, like, the first episode that we're sitting here being so nice, and then us what, like an episode, last episode, the episode after, you can't start giving a shit that we're being mean to everyone. You can't have it both ways. Sorry, people. You can't.
Well, I think
Don't even start. Sorry, I get really mad about this. I get so mad. Like, you can't have it both. Do you want us to hate them? Do you want us to love them? Just don't speak if you have nothing nice to say. And they're going to keep doing it anyway. So.
I think, you get people on both sides of the argument. So you'll hear from people who think you're being too nice and they want to hear you be more critical. And then there are people who think when you do say something critical that you're too critical and they want you to be nicer. So I think you're not hearing from the same audience when both of those things are happening.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I could come off like a total crazy bitch right now. People are going to be like, who's that girl? She's so entitled. She's so da-da-da. It's the thing. I know what people say. I know how people feel about me. Like, not just from this show. I just know that I know that I've had people are just controversial because they think I'm loud and they think I'm annoying or they think I'm this, they think I'm that, and they think I'm fake. I read this comment that I was fake. Am I fake?
What's so fake?
Just me that I was fake. I'm like,
nope.
I know everyone that meets you, they're like, oh my God, you're really not fake. I'm like, what do I give this persona that I am? It's just crazy.
It is.
But that's exactly how it is on shows. And that's when talking to Faith about it, it's kind of all going in together right now because they get perceived the same ways that we do. So, us talking shit about someone or not talking shit about them, it's just everyone's opinions.
Right.
And
you're entitled to it.
Exactly. So then I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, they are entitled to feel that way about me. So
yeah.
I don't freaking know. I'm all over the place. I'm going home for Christmas tomorrow. So I'm like,
you are jazzed up.
I am wired.
You're like wheels up. Let's get back to the East Coast. Let's get back to another holiday, Ariana's birthday. So she and Tom, we get to see them putting together some gift bags for everybody who's going to attend the birthday. And she wants to have what's she calling it? The best grown-up birthday ever? Oh, the best adult kids party ever.
So fun.
Which it does seem like. That would have been super fun to be at. On top of all the fun carnival games and snow cones, which I friggin' love. I feel like snow cones are so East Coast. Thought that
really?
Was, I mean, maybe they're everywhere. I just kind of haven't seen them out here since I moved here. But on the East Coast, they're like everywhere during the summer.
I don't really like snow cones. I like Italian ice. Like the
love Italian ice.
Like...
There's
Rita's out here too.
Yeah, and I'll have to tell you where to get it from a place that's homemade out here, which is amazing.
Really?
The ladies from Philly, it's the real deal.
The real deal.
So good.
That party seemed
awesome.
I was like, when me and Megan were watching it, we were like, I remember taking my headphone off Jesus, I can't talk today. Taking my headphone off and being like, I would kill, like, her coming out as like a little unicorn. I'm just like, if I had the money and the space, I would so do it. Because I wouldn't want to do it, like, at a place. I want to do it, like, in someone's backyard or, like... But I'm like, that won't be able to happen because I have friends here. I have friends in New Jersey. It's like, it won't work. But that seems like I was so jealous. I was sitting there. I was like, I want to get drunk and bounce on a bouncy thing.
Let's talk about her coming out as a unicorn, as you said. How did you feel about her whole look?
I mean, for her look, she was all right. But I mean, what do you mean? Like, I don't think she looked so hot. Like, I would go out like that.
I was really confused. I guess she was kind of wanting her inner child to come out, kind of a situation, and act and look like she was 5 years old again or something.
Yeah.
Because I really could not understand why she was wearing a tutu and a freaking unicorn horn on her forehead. Like, this is the one time that I was like, Ariana, what the frick are you wearing? I'm usually in love with her sense of style, and I was like,
I think it was just all fun.
What are you wearing?
I think she was just, I don't know, her whole point was to have a little kid's party, so I think she was legitimately like, I'm not gonna go and do my makeup and wear something hot and sexy. She like literally wants to be a little kid.
Yeah.
So I think it was fine. It was all in good fun.
It grew on me. Like, as I saw the whole rest of the party throughout their day and evening, I was like, okay, cute. And they're drunk and what, fun.
At first I was like, I was confused. I was like, why does she have like a thing on her forehead?
Right.
But then I realized what it was about. So
I kind of wanted to say, like, I agree with James, and he was like, this is some hipster bullshit. Like, he was saying, oh, that party's going to be such hipster bullshit, and I was like, this is hipster bullshit. But it actually looked like it would have been really freaking fun, especially if you were drunk.
You think that's hipster?
I mean, being dressed as a unicorn with a tutu on, kind of.
Yeah, I don't really know.
He was
the
calling
terms.
it like Silver Lake hipster bullshit, which I thought was funny.
James. Oh my God. He's on. We didn't see much of him today. We went from him being full force. It's just so crazy how each episode he was like full
we're at
force
episode 8,
season.
but the first 7 episodes I think were highly revolving around James and all of his drama.
Exactly. It's crazy how it like depends. Like I totally forgot that he was even on the show until I'm like, oh yeah, there he is, because it was so
It took 1 episode and you're like, who?
No, you know what I mean. But now I'm just like all invested in the little disasters. I don't know. Vegas, the party. This episode was something else.
Speaking of disaster, what the F with Peter is a douche being like, oh my God, you guys, we're going to this dirt yard and we're going to sit in bulldozers and push around dirt. I mean...
Wait, why did you think that was a douche move? I didn't get that.
I just thought it was the douchiest I've ever seen him appear on the show. Like, so freaking excited over something so dorky.
But you think that's douchey? I felt like that was cute. Like, I was like, oh, like he's so
not
excited.
The way, yeah, no, I just thought he came across really douchey.
Really?
And Schwartz for getting so excited over it with him. I was like,
I thought it was cute.
Douches.
I thought it was cute. There's a lot of things that could make them douchey, and that seemed like good douchey. If you want to consider it douchey, I feel like that was good. They could be cheating on other girls cheating on their girls being douchey, but I think that them being exciting over a little guy time.
I think the hair straightener moment in this.
Oh my God.
Was like mid-level douche, but this like going to the bulldozer yard was high-level douche. Pushed me over the edge.
See, the bulldozer thing to me was not douchey, but the hair I think it was funny because they focused on all of them, or maybe like a couple of them, just scenes of just straightening their hair.
Yeah.
Like it was. I was literally just like, really. Like, what? They're straightening their hair. They're like, oh my God.
Like, my boyfriend shaves his head down to where he barely has no hair. So he doesn't have to do, like, there's none of this going on. There's no, like, my boyfriend's hogging the bathroom. Thank God. I couldn't have it. I can't have a guy that has to do his hair and get his straightener out. Like, no, I'm not having it.
But you're from the East Coast, too.
Yeah.
I feel like guys, that's why I'm surprised that all these guys that live in California are like this, because I feel like, especially, like, on the show, The Jersey Shore, was all gym tan laundry, them getting ready and stuff. But they were from New York, not New Jersey. They were actually from New York.
Yeah.
The East Coast. So I don't know. I think it's weird because I feel like you don't see that much out here. See that out here.
See what out here?
Like guys being... Actually, I take that back. Guys are really vain out here. Guys are vain everywhere. Let's just take that back.
I don't know if it's like a new generational thing or it's very specific to people wanting to be in the industry here, and people are models and actors and trying to look good all the time, but there's definite vanity that I'm like, I have no time for that.
There is, but I feel like I was used to it already because at least, you know what it is? I think out here, it's just everyone thinks they're going to be famous, but then on the East Coast, they just literally are obsessed with themselves to the point where, like, I don't know, I just feel like it's totally different vibes on the East Coast and the West Coast.
I do not know one guy that would straighten their hair from the East Coast.
Really?
Not one. No.
I do.
I don't know.
My ex used to straighten his hair.
Oh my God.
He was in a band. And he had like super curly hair, which I didn't know for a while, and he used to get it chemically straightened. And then he would straighten it, and all the boys in the band, and then they get like, he didn't, but I guess someone else in the band had what was it? Little highlights in the front. Do you remember when the guys used to like have their hair like up?
Yes.
Like not just spiked, like the little front.
It's like a little wave.
Yeah, and they used to have it like, oh my God. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm used to guys being like that in Jersey.
Oh. Well, he's in a band. I'll give him a pass.
Okay.
Oh my God. So, jumping back to the party, Ariana, not Peter. Katie and Tom have their private, quiet conversation about the fact that, like, we're still going. So the guys are sweating bullets. Like, the girls don't want us to go. We really haven't sealed the deal on that we're going. So each of them kind of have their own conversations, and Katie and Tom have their conversation, and she cries. He's like, yeah, I'm still gonna go. And she cries like, I've always been for you. I always let you do what you're gonna do. And then Ariana kind of has a talk with her Tom and God, I thought this was such a dick move of him. She is crying over the fact that, like, I've lost my dad. All I can think about is how much I miss him and how I'm like, devastated today of all days. You know, it's my birthday, but I'm sad. And I'm kind of running from being sad by having this party, and I can't get him out of my head. I don't want you to go. And he's like, okay, but I'm gonna go. Like, dude. And he did that weird little, like, pouty lip. I, like, wrote it down. He did, like, a pouty lip with, like, a whiny baby voice. Wait, here, I wrote it down. He said, I said she cries about her dad, and he says, in quotes, he's not going anywhere. When he's like, I'm not going anywhere. But apparently they're going to a dirt yard. Like, he literally starts just introducing the fact that, we're going to go play with bulldozers.
But, like,
so that's why it's okay.
Yeah.
And he did it with a weird pouty lip and a baby voice.
Go?
And I was like, ugh.
Didn't he say, can I please? Or didn't he say something?
I can't. I just was furiously scribbling this down, and then I kind of missed the rest of it, other than her being like, F you, and, like, walking out of the conversation.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he has this. I don't not like him. I just, tell me you don't agree. He sounds a little feminine. Not even just there. When he talks to me, it just kind of has, like, this kind of voice.
It sounds a little, like, SoCal surfery to me. Not so much feminine to me.
Really? See, I don't know. I don't really know what the SoCal whatever that
Oh my God.
voice
My
is.
boyfriend surfs, and he has this one friend that has the stupid, like, made-up surfer accent. Because he's not from here. He's from New York.
What?
And he talks like, bro, dude, my gosh, gnarly. And I'm like, I can't with that. I can't.
Oh my God. See, I feel like Tom, like, has this voice like this. It's kind of like a monotone. You don't hear that?
It's a little monotone, and it's a little nasally.
Like, it drives me crazy when I hear him talking. But yeah, I think, I would be furious. But see, the thing is, she was just like, you know, okay, I'm not going to do this now, and gets up and she's upset. But me, I would be like, no. Like, I would need to hash it out right then and there. I'd be like, excuse me, whoa, I'm crying, my dad died, and I'm having an issue with this. I would need to know why don't you care? Like, she would get up, and I'd be like, no, I need to know why.
Right. She's always trying to play it like so cool as a cucumber, and I don't think she likes to get upset. So she just removed herself from the situation. I'm like you, and I would have been like, F you, da da da. I mean, especially after drinking in the sun all day. They all had tequila. Like, I got fired up when I drink tequila. I would have been like,
I get
hell
crazy.
No. You're just gonna try to slide that in? Like, I don't realize what you're doing. You're not going.
Yeah, that's what's so crazy. She was just like, okay, you know, I'm just gonna go. And no.
Well, here's the thing. You can't, like they said, you can't tell your boyfriend what to do. And also, it's not a very good relationship if you feel like you're telling him what to do, or you have to tell him what to do. But it's also, there needs to be a balance of, if you feel like you're being disrespected, that they need to recognize that and maybe not go. You know what I mean? Because there's all these different times where they've all been in trouble for doing stupid shit in Vegas. That's why the girls don't want them to go, and they need to man up.
Well, they did a flashback on when Kristen flew that, or I don't know if she flew the girl out here. Remember that whole like cheating thing with Ariana? Yes. Now, what do you think about that? Because they showed it, they flashed it back, and to me, like, I kind of forgot about it because I was like, oh, he's such a good guy with Ariana, like, because he's never the one really that's getting shit on, but they showed that, and they kind of brought back up to me. I'm like, I don't know, like, if I was Ariana, I'd be nervous. But she doesn't seem to be nervous. Like, what would you think?
She wholeheartedly, like, we asked her about it, not only on the show when they were here, but, like, we talked to them off air about it, and she just wholeheartedly believed that girl made everything up.
Do you think she did?
I don't know. I kind of want to believe that,
like, it was just Kristen starting drama.
I just don't know who to believe in the situation. It just seems like everybody has Tom and Ariana saying, like, this is all BS, all of her silly examples of her, like, I saw him naked, I know what his penis looks like stuff like that. It was all made up, and very, like, anybody could have said that about any guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's also like, why would this girl go to all this trouble to be made a fool out of on this reality show if it wasn't true? I don't know.
Again, she could be the one that, even though it's a fool, she had her like 5 minutes of fame.
Well, that's the other thing.
You know?
She's extremely unfortunate looking, in my opinion. And looked like she was just trying to get 5 minutes of fame, is what we all kind of thought as a panel last year, is that she was just trying to get 5 minutes of fame.
I can't believe you guys, I came on the show the wrong time. I didn't get to meet like half these people that were on the show.
Well, we'll connect with them. We'll see if they want to come.
I know.
I mean, it's tough for them. We sit here and say what we think, and then they have to like come in and face the music.
But yeah, that's one thing that I always say though. Whatever, like, I don't like to kiss anyone's ass. If I didn't like Faith, I would be like, I didn't effing like Faith, Like, I don't know.
Well, so the boys are going to Vegas, and the girls are disappointed. Lisa tells them they need to not get mad. They need to get even. First, she's telling them, like, you guys are idiots for letting them go.
Yeah, she was like, you guys are bloody idiots. Actually, I don't think she said bloody, but I had to add that in there.
I thought Katie had a really good point about saying, like, I don't know if it's just a generational difference, but I don't really believe in telling my man what to do and having him under my thumb. So I thought that was a really good point. And I do think that Lisa treats her husband, Ken, that way. And
what, like?
She wears the pants. She tells him what to do, and he does it. But
I need a man that's going to be a man to me. Right. But then equally.
Like, we have to go out in the world and try to be equal to men all the time as far as, like, business and life, and there's so much equality stuff going on. Like, when you get home, sometimes you just want somebody to, like, scoop you up and be a man and, like, take care of something. It's like, finally, I'm not in charge. Finally,
Yep, because we're doing that all day anyway.
Yeah.
Not be, like, overbearing. I'd like to be equal. I mean, it is true, though, when they say that girls in a relationship, they are the ones that, for some reason, it is so true. Like, they can withhold sex. Like, seriously, like, you're not getting sex if you don't do this. And then guys, like, live by that. Like, why are girls so much more, like, how do I say this? Why are they, like, I feel like we could get away with more. Do you know what I'm saying? Not get away with more, but do you get, like, I don't know why I'm not making sense.
That girls can get what they want because they withhold or give sex.
Yeah, like guys.
As like a reward.
Yeah, or like just guys seem to be driven so much by sexual things.
Yeah.
That I feel
they
like,
are.
Yeah, no, but like to the extent, like, that's why I feel like a lot of girls wear the pants in the relationship, because they end up being able to know how, that's what I'm getting at right there. They know how to manipulate their way. So they end up wearing the pants in the relationship because they're just like, they can kind of like make him do whatever they want. I feel like that's kind of how it is with those guys too. Like they act, I don't know, they all seem kind of like little pussies.
The guys?
Yeah. Little bit.
I do see the two Toms kind of
one
being
Tom.
able.
Schwartz?
I think both of them, that the girls wear the pants.
I
don't know. I think Tom and
Schwartz.
Ariana are very like early on in the relationship, but she's also very like a quality person. Like, I'm the same as a guy. Don't look at me any different. And I think she sees them as very much equals.
Yeah,
but
I see that with them.
I think if he was with a different girl, that he could very easily, like, the girl would be wearing the pants.
Yeah, I think that Schwartz, though, he definitely... Katie kind of was... He was going into Vegas. How hilarious was he when they kept panning in on him at different points? Like, he was just out of his mind. Like, he wasn't even making sense when he was talking. Because, remember, Jax, everyone was, like, taking their pants down and like putting their ass in his face, and he was just like, yo, yo, yo.
Oh my, can we talk about that? I am so horrified by their behavior. It was so disgusting. I did think it was laugh out loud funny when Jax was swinging his schlong around in front of the window and he's like, "You're welcome, America."
It was fun. It was all in good fun. It's just, it's so like, I wasn't shocked. I was like, oh, there they go. I think the funniest part for me was Schwartz just like wearing sunglasses, just like lying there being like, guys, stop.
He was the most wasted this whole episode. I can't believe he didn't barf on camera. He was so stinking drunk.
It was really funny, especially watching all the guys like freaking out. Like he was literally just like so wasted and just like not even in control.
Wasted. So while they're wasted drinking at Ghost Bar, the girls are at their revenge slumber party they decided to hold. Since talking to Lisa.
Sorry, but if I was going to have a revenge party, I would do the revenge elsewhere. Like, I would go out.
I would be out in public around men.
Exactly, because they're not, no offense, them having a slumber party is not going to make them jealous. Them, which we'll get into in a minute, girls making out is just going to make them want to be there. It's not going to make them like, oh my God, she's making out with a girl, she's cheating on me. Like, they're just going to be like, damn, I wish I was there. I would be like, I'm going out, you know, take a picture of me dancing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be your revenge party. A sleepover is not a revenge party.
Okay, good point. I really see your side of things.
What about you?
I would just like want to be out in public, like dressed to the nines with my girlfriends, like hoping a guy buys us free drinks and like, oh, hey, babe, we're out at such and such. Like, go somewhere super cool that your boyfriend would be worried about you getting hit on.
Exactly.
And be like, oh, we're just doing a girls' night since you're out for boys' night. Have fun. We're at so-and-so place, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, seriously, like, that's exactly what I would do. Like, okay, you guys are out in Vegas at a club. We're at wherever, just somewhere in LA. We're at a club. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I definitely would have made that revenge night out. Like, I would have taken full advantage of it. Not like getting with anybody, but not like having a sleepover. Like, that's you. Yeah. And wait, so then they were FaceTiming, right? Or no, who decided to take the video first of the girls?
I don't remember the first person to record. I feel like Scheana was the second person.
Well, whoever it was, they decided to film each other making out, and they're like, we're gonna get back at these guys. And like, to me, I'm like, that's not getting back at them at all.
Well, I think that they just wanted the guys to feel like, oh, we should be home,
like watching them make out,
I guess.
or being in their head as guys, they're like, damn, I want to be a part of that. I want to be there just to sit there and watch that.
Right.
Because you know them, especially Jax. He was like, oh my God, is that Lala? Oh my God. Like, he was like freaking out.
He's like, I'm horny now. Whatever. Ugh. I can't believe he didn't have sex with anyone else. Maybe
that we know of.
That we know of. Well, to be determined.
I feel like that if he got with anyone, we would know. Because that's what that show lives for, is drama.
They always make a big deal about him hooking up with someone and him trying to cover it up. So the guys are all excited. They're wasted. They stumble home from the club. And I really thought they were done for the night. And I'm like, wow, this was like a really tame Vegas trip for them for once. And then they make the idiot decision to leave the room and go back out. So
I really thought that they were done. They're like, well, this was a fun night, blah, blah. Like, they were talking like it was over. They're like, this was great, blah, blah. But
yeah. I almost felt like it was a fake ending to the show where they like, the producers kind of had a little talk with them and said, let's just like do a nice little tie the bow on the end of the episode where you guys walk out of the room like you're going to go out again. But like, meanwhile, we have a van waiting to drive you back to LA or whatever, whatever.
Yeah,
or like you guys
sense.
can head to the airport, whatever. But it looks like they really did go out based on the footage for next week.
You still think they did? I feel like they didn't show that much, though, if they did go out.
They showed the guys. It was Peter, Jax, and Schwartz in the room. Peter says to Schwartz, where's Sandoval? He's like, I lost him, I don't know. So they continued to drink, I guess, or they were at least out again somewhere in the hotel, casino, a club, one of those three. And we don't know where Sandoval is, and Schwartz seems to have blacked out at some point. In my opinion, it seems like maybe he had a blackout moment.
I feel like it still doesn't really...
Well, he did something stupid because we see him getting ready to tell Katie he did something stupid.
I just was still debating whether it was the producers, like you said, ending the show and then say they went to bed and they woke up the next morning and then they started filming again, because why is there no footage from that point on? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's going to be the start of next week. You know
there's still more footage. I don't know how I missed that.
Well, meaning that's what they showed for the preview for next week.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that the episode is going to start out with them still in Vegas, aftermath, morning after.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's do predictions since we're predicting and talking about next week.
Yeah, we already are. We're in a psychic right now.
Your AfterBuzz
Like, I really
TV.
feel like I'm in a psychic every time this comes on.
All right. So I'm wondering if Schwartz really did do something stupid, or he gets ready to say that to Katie just to tease her and say, just kidding, everything's fine. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, God, I don't know. These boys, they're always getting themselves into trouble.
I know. They're stupid. They shouldn't trust themselves. That's the thing. They're like, the girls shouldn't tell us what to do, or I don't like it when girls tell us what to do. It's like, well, then you should know not to trust yourself and be a man and not go if you're going to be putting your relationship in jeopardy.
Yeah, not even that. They're like, yeah, girls shouldn't tell us what to do, just like you said. But then it's like, well, you clearly don't know what to do, so you kind of need that. I don't know.
Somebody's got to be the mature one.
So what do you think? What are your predictions?
I have no idea. I want to say that he didn't do anything because they did end up getting engaged. But this is pre-engagement. Like, if he, for an additional time, how many times you got to screw up till Katie's like, I'm done with you? I don't know. I want to say nothing happened, but he blacked out. So this is my prediction. He's going to say, I blacked out and I don't know what I did. And I'm afraid, I maybe did nothing, but I maybe kissed somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That, or, because that could very easily happen. Mm-hmm. Or he could be like, I did something stupid, and then be like, I got really drunk, and then like joke around about like maybe like hooking up with Jax, or like Jax getting naked.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like make a joke of it. I don't know. It literally could go either way.
Either way. We'll
I'm just making a fun prediction.
Yeah,
let's make the light of it.
James, also in the promo for next week, James kisses Lala right in front of Jax. Jax and Lala are trying to have a convo, and James comes up and starts kissing her to piss Jax off. Also, Sandoval freaking out about not wanting Kristen to go on a group trip with them. Any other predictions for next week about what you think will happen based on the footage?
I think that it's going to be mostly about James again, James and Jax. So they're back in the picture, and I think it's going to be a lot of feuding on why Kristen should go and shouldn't go, and I think she'll be in it more. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, because I love when she's in it. There's always just more drama than you can even expect with her, but I don't know. I think that she'll definitely be a part of it, and I feel like she'll find out that like so-and-so doesn't want her to come, and then she'll start like freaking out about it.
I agree. And
why can't I go? Blah, blah, blah.
And I'm super excited to have her back next week, because I think whenever she and James are on the show, it's the best drama.
It really is. Those two are like literally the most dramatic.
Well, that's going to do it for this week, guys. Merry Christmas to all the listeners, viewers, downloaders. We love you all. Stay in touch with us over the week. Darling, where can they keep up with you on social media?
So you can find me at Twitter at Justine DiVanna 3 and on Instagram at Let's Face It with Justine for some beauty, fashion, makeup tips, and all that good stuff.
And so Justine will be away home to see her family for Christmas next week, but I'll be here again.
And Dan's away. We're leaving you.
It's okay. I'll be here with somebody, hopefully. And you guys can tweet me, find me on Snapchat, or follow me on Instagram. It's all at Megan Stecher, MEGANSTECHER. Thanks, guys. That will do it for our Vanderpump Rules after show. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.